Yay!
Hey!
Hey, welcome to Andertons TV. This is Acoustic Paradiso.
Hey!
Hey, you've been missing Acoustic Paradiso and we are delivering.
Giving it to you. You asked for it.
You asked for it.
We are giving it
Here
to
we
you.
go. My name is Pete.
My name's Ariel.
And this is our acoustic room, which you might have seen a couple of videos we shot, Mick and I. And now we're back in this room because we thought it was time for a little bit of a change.
Nice in here.
It's good, isn't it?
Some vibe in here.
It works.
Yeah.
A little fire going, you know, a little wood. We're in a cabin.
Hot chocolate.
It's not the corner of a pedal show room or some other rooms out there, you know. So today we're looking at the Sigma guitars. Now Sigma is a company that's been around since the 70s, and they take their inspiration from a very well-known brand that you might know and love. And as you can see, these guitars are very, very similar. Now these guitars are on the affordable side. They're made in China. They are all solid wood. Now, do you want to get into the whole tone wood bracing conversation? I think it might not be a good idea. But
Yeah, maybe we'll leave that one.
we might leave that. But this is all solid mahogany back and sides. You got a spruce top and you got a mahogany / hard selected hardwood neck. Nut bones here. I believe this is ebony, an ebony fingerboard. So
Yeah.
you know you get all of the things. You get a soft back with these.
Both guitars are all these specs are actually the same.
Yeah. So the specs are the same. I mean the Grover tuners on here are open geared Grover tuners. I mean when you look at the guitar, it just looks great. And I mean
it feels great.
it feels
too.
lovely.
Yeah.
I mean to get the similar guitar of that well-known brand. This is the 000-M18, so it's an S for solid. That's why they put an S on it. So that's why this is a DM-S18. So you got the 18s. Normally 18 series are mahogany back and side, right? So to get a similar guitar like that, we're talking well over £2,000 UK sterling.
Oh God!
And these guitars are $675
That is a deal.
with a soft back. I mean that's a great deal. So and you know whether you prefer a smaller bodied guitar, you know whether you are because a lot of people find that the
Dreadnought is too big.
It can be quite big when it's sitting.
It's kind of like you're playing a Canon. It's like, but when you pick up a Dreadnought, you're just like, it's a Canon, it's a tank. Like you know what you're getting into. And you're getting that sound. You're getting that big body sound. It just resonates like crazy.
Yeah,
and it just feels good. I mean, if you're a smaller person,
framed person,
maybe it's too big. Maybe it's not.
I mean, that's when these things comes in. So this is the 000 shape. And it's got the 11/16" so it's kind of narrower. It's a nice sort of slim, easy to play neck profile on this. So you know, this is what it sounds like. This is our favorite G chord. Hello. Impromptu jam there.
Sorry, didn't mean to take away.
No, it's absolutely cool. So I mean, there's no precision in this. There's not you don't have pickups and all this stuff. This doesn't have any pickups in it. So it's just an acoustic guitar.
I think that's I like it.
It's not just an acoustic guitar. Hey, because it's not just an acoustic guitar because it's very important I think to have an acoustic guitar.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
And I think for these guitars probably lend themselves well to kind of a little bit of a finger picking thing. And great for this kind of blues.
Oh, that's really nice.
I mean, and again, I mean, instead of talking about changing the sounds of an acoustic guitar, I just change the pick. That's like changing a pickup.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's a thicker pick, and that will do like. You know, they give it much more harder sort of attack when you're soloing. I mean, great guitars, great value for money. I mean, everything about it is just nice.
Yep.
It sounds good, and you should come and try it out. But it's cool.
Yeah.
So what have you got, man?
This is the SDM-18. So, just like Pete was saying, other than a completely different body size, Dreadnought, the wood is the same. It's a solid Sitka spruce. Solid mahogany on the back and sides, same nut, same saddle, same fingerboard, ebony, same scale length even.
Ebony and ivory. You can't do ivory anymore. This is this is not it's not made of elephants.
Scale length and neck width is the same
Yeah.
as this guy too. So really, it's just a different vibe.
It's a bigger box, isn't it?
It's a bigger box.
You'll get more sound out of it.
And you get more low end, I find, on a Dreadnought.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you just naturally get it because it's just so big.
It's more of a Strummer's guitar, isn't it?
Traditionally, you hear a lot of bluegrass players play Dreadnoughts.
Yeah.
Neil
Young, man, he's one that's always played.
Yeah. Tony Rice. Endless.
I mean, Blackbird was written on a Dread. You know. I mean,
it's so good. It's the sound. It's the sound.
It is the sound.
So
let's hear it some more. Play the same on that, please.
Okay.
Just so we can hear the difference.
Let's hear that.
So good.
Very different guitars.
Yeah. What do you feel when you're playing these two different guitars, Ariel? Who's really good at playing guitar?
What do I feel? I just feel different purpose from each guitar. So like when I play this, I hear body and I don't have to dig in as hard per se. Because the notes resonate and just pop out.
It's more headroom, if you will. There's more
but
headroom.
The softer you play, just when you get more volume, you don't have to play as hard. And I like to dig in, but you don't have to dig in as hard. With this one, first of all, it's a brighter sounding guitar.
But have a look at the, just hold up here, and so you can see the size, the width, or the girth.
Yeah, that plays a difference.
Much more.
But just the sound overall doesn't jump out. It's a very vibrant, bright sounding guitar.
Yeah.
But compared to the Dreadnought, it just is a different beast in terms of volume. So I find I feel like I have to dig in a bit harder on a guitar.
On that one?
Yeah, just to do whatever it is that I do.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm trying to play the same thing.
Yeah.
Naturally, I would take a guitar like this and I would use it for a different song. I'd, you know, like you were saying, a finger picking.
Yeah. All the blues, the whole blues sort of solo.
Yeah. Totally. When I think of Dreadnought, I want to go. I want to play like the bluegrass thing.
I can hear right now that the guitars, there's so much more. When I do that, I mean, I think the Adele song.
Rolling in the Deep.
I mean that song is I believe it's recorded on a Dreadnought. I mean, and I think it was like it was some Dreadnought because they do like short scale, but we're not going to get into all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like it's that sort of I mean, it's completely different with that guitar. Let me demonstrate if I just do that really quick. So here's that. Swap them over. And I play the same thing. Here we go. I mean, there's much more sound in it, and at the moment I'm kind of holding the pick on the on that side, you know, so I get the soft side. So if I do the spiky side, you can hear much more the pick, like that. There's some overtones in here. I can hear it go
totally.
bing, bing, bing.
Totally.
And if I do the harder prime tone pick, there's much more.
Oh yeah.
It's a completely different sound. I mean, picks.
Yeah.
I mean, if I do a studio session or something with acoustic guitar, I know you do them as well. I'd probably take more picks than I'll take guitars.
Oh man.
Because sometimes and I never change my strings when I go into a session, unless they say they sound a bit dead, those strings. Can you change them? Because you can get much brighter sound out of a.
Yeah. Well, we were just doing a new record last month, and
which you have to look out for because it will come out.
Yes.
And we are in November now, 2017. So by the time you see this,
it'll be a little bit of time yet. But we're recording some acoustics, and I usually use these Dunlop 1.14s or these chicken picks.
Chicken.
I don't know which one this is, but I don't usually use it as much for acoustic. And I was tracking acoustics and whatever. We were doing like these Nashville. They call it Nashville tuning or high-strung guitars, where it's like you just take a set of 12, like a 12-string guitar,
and you
take the high strings.
Yeah,
and it sounds amazing. And I was playing it, and it was a little too hard. So our producer, he had this pick. He's like, "This is my secret weapon," and this pick was like paper. It was so thin, and for that. It was the sound.
But this is the nylon. Try to do the nylon pick. So that's why I use the nylon pick.
Okay.
They do them like really super thin.
Here's all the differences.
46. I believe there's over there in the window. There's a pick which is insane. It's Paul Gilbert's picks he left here. Where you just get to throw one in.
Sure.
Those picks are like absolute paper.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So let's hear all the differences. We'll go in order of.
That is just ridiculous.
That's what Paul Gilbert uses to shred.
Yeah, he uses that to shred on.
Those are great picks. Okay, so here's the Paul Gilbert. This is the thinnest one. Okay, and now here's yours.
Yeah, this is a nylon 1 mil.
Okay, and here's mine. This is 1.14.
It's Tortex.
Tortex. Okay, and now here's the chicken pick, which is like, you can even see.
Thick as a Coke can. Yeah.
Huge differences.
I mean, massive.
Just like you were saying.
Yeah. I mean, and that's why it's really cool to try. You know, if you got a guitar, it's like you don't have to go necessarily and buy another guitar.
Yeah.
Because you know, EQing and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, I mean, great guitars. They are in stock now at Andertons. You come and try them out. They're the same price. They're the same materials.
Gig bags for both.
Gig bags for both of them for less than 700 quid. So if you're looking to get a little bit more than your starter guitar, I mean, these are good guitars.
These are great guitars.
Yeah,
these are like serious
absolutely.
pro guitars.
Sigma do some good stuff. You know, they are kind of imitating, if you will, other brands. You know, but you know, there we are. We've got one in here, which is like I think sort of a J45 kind of style guitar. And these clearly are you know, this is the most. if you ask anyone to draw a guitar, they'll probably, this is the most copied shape of guitar in the entire world.
100%.
More than Fender, because, you know, you have to go back, and Martin started in like, I mean, they're like 100 and...
They're old.
Almost 200 years old company. They old. And it's still like a very, very small company, and they did the Dreadnought shape in the early 1900s.
Yeah, you're right. Whenever I think of guitars, whenever anyone thinks of an acoustic,
yeah, and the bracing. I mean, this is the one you say. Even the bracing inside of it, that I know Martin sort of perfected in 1845 or something, around that time. We're talking 1845.
Wow.
It's just, and the bracing in most guitars in 99, if it's not fan braced, which means that, you know, so bracing you can see here on the wall.
Look at that.
We got the bracing over here, so there's different bracing. They can scallop the braces, which gives a better flexibility in the top. You know, the thinner the top is, the better it is. If the lacquer is less lacquer on it and stuff, you know, that's why you see a lot of acoustic guitars when they've been played, where the hand will literally wear out the, you know, and if it's nitro, and it can breathe through, which means that the wood will, when you see guitars as well, like the one we have here, which is a 1974
D35.
Beautiful. You see how that used to be this color? So probably we were like this, and then it just darkens down to that, you know.
Yeah, you get it out in you like, you know, if you play outside a lot, if the sun gets to it, if it just sits around, it just.
Even if
I
it's
love
in the
when
case.
it just ages like that, even in the case.
I mean, I've got mine open up. Every time I open up, I'm like, oh my god, it's so amazing, and I play this great, better every time.
Yeah.
And that's the cool thing with the acoustic guitars.
Yeah.
Anyway,
come check them out.
Come and
Links
check them
below.
out. Links are below.
Sigma.
The Sigma SDM, so S is for solid, so if you are checking Sigmas out, if there's an S in there, it means that it's solid woods.
Yeah.
They're made in China, and this is the 18 series.
Yeah, 000-M18.
Yeah, beautiful. And my name was Pete.
Ariel.
See you next time. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Hey.
Hey.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the Andertons Guitar YouTube channel. If you're a drummer or a keyboard player or interested in music technology, you might find one of our other channels interesting, and I'll put details of those in the description below. If you want to find out more about the products we've just featured, please click here. If you'd like to buy a t-shirt like this, please click here. If you want to watch another video on our guitar channel, click down here. And to subscribe to our guitar channel, click here. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.